What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another installment of Casually FC here. Another match reaction. Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. I can't lie to you guys. You know it gets bad for me when it comes to Chelsea when I start to just kind of multitask in the middle of games and I can't ask myself to watch this anymore. And that's starting to happen with me and the football I'm watching. And there's a reason why I decided to title the video the way I wanted to title it, because it very much feels like we're back to where we were prior to Maresca. It feels like we're back to not understanding what we're seeing on the pitch and just hoping for chances to score, hoping for chances to open up for us, doing it whilst we're in a high line with these defenders that we don't have. And then when we don't score and they score against us, when the attack isn't working, we're relying on our defense to keep us in games. The same defense that has failed Maresca multiple times already. The same defense that's been failing Senior. Or, I'm sorry. I should, like I said, Arthur, right? And this same guy, this same goddamn aardvark doing the same freaking mistakes over and over and over again. Now, I haven't done the quick match recaps in quite a bit now, because at this point, am I even paying that much attention to Chelsea? Because genuinely, guys, I don't want it to ruin my weekend. I love Chelsea, but I don't want it to ruin my weekend. But I have to pay attention because I can't help myself. I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to this team. Same lineup that we've been seeing mostly in recent games. Apparently, and I think some investigating needs to be done. Jorgensen is out with a groin injury. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I think you decided you made a mistake naming him your number one after that fucking performance. And now he's going to be out of the limelight for a little bit. And it gives you an excuse to make Robert Sanchez your number one for a few games until everyone forgets you made that stupid mistake, right? Whatever. So Rob Sanchez is back in between the sticks. Fofana and Chalobah once again deputized to be the center backs in this game, with Gusto in the right back, Cucurella at left back, James and Caicedo in the midfield with Enzo as a 10, Palmer on the right, Garnacho on the left, and Pedro. Now, Neto is suspended. That's why you have Garnacho. Suspended because of, the aggression he took out on the kid in the heat of the moment, the ball boy that made a whole meal out of, getting pushed and yada, yada, yada. Shouldn't have done it, but regardless, it is what it is. It happened. And I can't lie. We looked all right in the first 18 minutes. We were creating some chances. Palmer had a shot blocked, I believe, or that went just wide. Then there was the little, Garnacho crosses it to João Pedro on the far post, and then João Pedro just misses it in between the defenders. And there's also other moment that just Enzo Fernandez doesn't take a shot when he should have, lets it go to Palmer. This is all the first half, I'm pretty sure. Second half, it was barely anything for me to talk about in that second half. But in that first half, 18 minutes into the game, this is around the time we stopped looking so good. We just get ripped apart. And if I remember correctly, we were in a back three or a back two of sorts. And I don't know, I have to rewatch it. I don't know if it's Fofana, Chalaba, or both. Just caught off way in different parts of the setup in the back. And this is where it becomes a setup issue, because this was happening. Newcastle were taking advantage of us in this sense the majority of that first half, finding the gaps in the spaces in the back in the defense. At times we were defending with just two defenders, unlike the three that we usually do. Again, why do you want to do this with these defenders these center backs of all people? And with that massive gap that we left open, I believe it was Willock, right? Willock finds a space, makes the run. I think he ends up cutting inside around Sanchez, and then pass finds Gordon, who Gordon thinks it. Sanchez tries to save it. He's not going to get there ever. We're down 1-0. And from that point forward, it was just nothing football. Nothing football. Enzo not good enough, in my opinion. Palmer had some chances in and out of the game. Reece not that impactful. At time, there was even one point where Reece gave up the ball cheaply and put us in a dangerous situation. Garnacho disappears after that moment as well. Maybe had a moment or two afterwards. João Pedro kind of disappears as well. Delap comes out at some point. Delap had multiple touches on the ball today and didn't do fuck all with it. Had chances as well in the second half. Didn't do fuck all with them either. And it's just the same dull, repetitive, oh fuck, we get caught in a position, and all of a sudden a counterattack is on, we're on a high line, we're running back to the races, hoping for the best. Sanchez had to actually save us a few times, to be fair. So Newcastle should have had a few goals in today as well if it wasn't for Sanchez. And again, we're going through the same stupid process, which is kind of what Ahmed alluded to about this whole fucking limbo shit again, of this is what it was like under Poch, and now we're doing it again. And how long until we get to the point where, oh, this is Rosinha ball now. Oh, this is old Maresca breaking out new bad habits and all this bullshit. The process of building a team, a project, the process of getting them acclimated to my style of play and all this bullshit. Well, here we are again, back to square one, starting all over again. Throw away the season. Don't worry, Rosinha. If you don't make Europe this time, we'll just tell the gullible Chelsea fans that we don't give a fuck about that. We expected the results to dumb down once Maresca walked away. We tried to work with Maresca. He refused to. This is all on Maresca. He left the club in this state, and now we have to start over because he didn't want to cooperate with the model. He didn't want to cooperate with the project. We know what we're doing. He has nothing to do. It's like, watch this. Watch how it gets spun at the end of the season. Because I'm telling you right now, with the football we're fucking playing right now, we ain't making Europe. We're not making Europe. I told you guys 4 weeks ago, that March could get very fucking dark. Great, we beat Aston Villa, but now we're basically out of the UCL, and we just lost to Newcastle, bringing us down to potentially, 7th in the table after this weekend? I'll check, but yeah, it's probably where we're going to end up, 7th or 6th, outside of a good spot again. And it's expected because we have a tough fucking run. And we don't have players that are good enough. Let's be honest. Delap as your second striker option off the bench, does that strike fear into the hearts of enemies? Probably not. Probably not. And on top of it, what are you going to... Estevao is still out with an injury, so you don't even have that option. Neto's suspended because he's a fucking idiot. And then you got Gittins who just came back. Of course you're not going to use Gittins. And what the fuck is he going to do when he comes on? So yeah, It's just the same fucking issue over and over again. Now, tomorrow, ladies and gents, if you're subscribed to Casually FC, tomorrow we will have a Casually Chelsea show. And there, ladies and gents, is where we will be talking about all the bullshit that this ownership are doing. Some of you have been asking for that content. Some of you have been asking for us to just talk about the ownership. They are to blame and all this stuff. Oh, do not worry. We will be there. We will be there tomorrow.
We'll be there. Do you care though? Who will be there?
We'll discuss it all. All right. The Matisse, we'll do it all. We'll do it all. But yeah. It's the same bullshit. I can't be surprised at this point. Like I said, I'm not letting Chelsea ruin my weekend. So let's just get the panel on. Guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Be sure to like up the video if you haven't done so already. Check out the membership. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. And let's get this show on the roll. What's up, boys? How we doing, man? Pete, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a minute.
Why is Pete always here when we're losing, like in a dark place? Pete,
What do you mean? He wasn't here last game.
Yeah,
We were in a pretty dark place last game.
No, this is darker now because, like, it's the back-to-back loss. Now, when I went deep for shit, and now Pete decides to show up. Like, what's going on? What's going on, Pete?
You're muted, Pete. You're muted. Oh, there he
He's
is.
still muted. I can't hear him, bro.
Who muted me?
I didn't mute you.
That's
I didn't mute myself. Fuck you.
I don't know. I don't know how that
I
happened.
just got mad at me. Like, I'm the fucking reason we didn't win today.
Yeah, why are you mad at Pete?
No, I'm not even mad at Pete. I was just trying to. I was just,
Bro, we have a
Is it 'cause
less
he's
than
American,
50%
just like
win
me?
rate. We don't
You're
win.
going
You know,
on a tirade before.
you know what it is, man.
Before.
I blame the Americans for everything, man. You know, I blame the Americans for everything these days.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? So
That's fine, but you supported their decision to sack Maresca, man. That's
and I still stand by that too. I stand by that
fine.
decision.
Ahmed,
Right,
you can
that's
be
okay.
loud.
You can stand by.
Don't forget chat. Maresca out, man. There we go.
Leader of the
You
Maresca
did the same thing when they chose to sack Tuchel. I get it, man. You're used to being loud and proud. I get it. That's fine. That's you. That's me. Go ahead. You're within your right to do that.
Oh man.
Hey,
Well,
man, like we're going through managers more than we need to. But I mean, we already talked about this, so there's no real reason to rehash the same conversation.
Yeah, I mean, let's start off with the game, I guess, today. I mean, the only thing to start off on. What was that formation? I like how is it that we get so caught out in that, like, the gaps in the back, like that Newcastle were trying to exploit all game and did once with Willock, obviously with the goal. Why? What is that? Why is that happening?
Cucurella was higher up the field. Chalaba was moving to his left to try and press somebody wide right, and there was an ocean between our center backs. But I mean, that happens pretty consistently under this coach.
Yeah, we were just left so wide open. It feels like Poch. Like, am I overdoing it when I say that?
I think you're disrespecting the work that Pochettino did by dumbing this down to Pochettino.
Yep.
I mean, we actually got goals.
honest with you.
To be fair, under Poch, we got goals. Yeah, you know.
To be fair, I'll be honest. We were on steroids. We were on.
It's not just
Palmer
that we got
steroids.
goals. There was like a reckless lack of balance in the team.
Yep.
Today, we weren't solid defensively, but we weren't very brave, I would say, in attack at all.
I agree.
We got like the worst of like all of our coaches put together in one performance.
It's weird to say this, but like I feel like we are defensively like Poch in the sense that, you know, the defenders that we have are clearly cooked in the sense that right, objectively, right, and
This is
at the
the
same
worst I've
time,
ever seen
and
this in finals,
and
too.
at the same time, the manager's not helping these cooked defenders, right? On one hand, but then going forward, you know, they've been given freedom. But these men don't want to take the freedom either. You know, I don't really know how to explain it at the same time. So it's like the players on one hand are not the attacking players are not accepting what they've been given, and then the defenders can't handle what they've been given as well. If that makes sense.
Do you also feel that, like, with the attack, like I felt that at times with the attack, we just seemed unorganized and didn't know where to be in what positions. Like, we were getting in each other's way.
After when they scored? Or?
Enzo got in the way Palmer got in the way of Enzo's shot. Then all of a sudden, like a few minutes before that, you had Zhao and Cole getting like
Oh,
touched-
Joe gone away.
linked
Palmer,
up
when
there,
Palmer
caught up
went
together,
forward,
and they just kind
I
of
think
ruined
it's a
each other's
bit.
attack.
I think it's a much more. I feel like I don't know what the tactic is of the team either. Like I don't know what we do tactically.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. Like I don't think we actually have a tactic.
With PSG, it felt like we were trying to make the passes through the middle, but today it just felt like all over the place. I didn't know what I was looking for, and at times you saw Enzo on the left. I think in the second half, Enzo then went to the right midfield, right 10 kind of position. It's just I don't know, and it's like we play with 2 at the back with our center backs,
That's not true.
At least that's what it
They
looked
were
like to
4,
me.
but the fullbacks are really high up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
like Gusto and Cuckoo are just so high up the.
The problem is,
pitch.
if this was Gusto and Cucurella of 2 years ago,
when they had legs.
Well, I think Cucurella more so than Gusto, right?
Sure.
I actually think this would be a bit more effective, right? The problem is obviously these guys are really high up, right? But then the 2 that we have in midfield do not have the legs then to also, if they need to actually track back enough to do that job. Like that's the reason why for so many times you'll see Chalobah try to step, because Chalobah knows I can't beat these guys in a foot race, right? Because you've got Gordon up there. Like with all due respect, Gordon's a fast player. Like that's one of his things, right? So is Willock to an extent. Like so, the guys you're facing have got pace to burn.
You talk about legs, right? You talk about Chalobah, but even Fofana, he got beat by Gordon. He's just jogging backwards.
Fofana was getting rinsed out there today.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest, and my opinion of Fofana has remained the same this season. He clearly is not. It's time for him to be sent to the criminals.
My opinion of
in
Fofana
Marseille.
has
I think for me, he's already finished. I said this already. He's not good enough for this club anymore.
I don't know what it was. It's like he just couldn't bother to run back because he was just jogging. He when he saw it was Gordon.
He's not about anymore, man. He's not about the hood. He's not about anymore, man.
Reece actually caught up the quickest, and we know Reece isn't the quickest.
But the thing is, though, even when we're not set up like this with this manager, Fofana has not looked convincing. If we're set up more conservative, not so high line, and they had a Thiago Silva in there, then it's probably okay. Which goes back to now we're putting a worse defender than Thiago Silva in the situations that we were putting Thiago Silva under Poch and expecting anything to change. It's just this manager's lost his mind.
Thiago knows how to read the game better, and Fofana, Chalobah,
and Fofana and Chalobah do
There's
not.
nothing wrong with having a high line, guys.
Pardon?
There's nothing wrong inherently with having a high line.
No, I don't disagree with that either. I think having a high line is fine, but
The people in front of the center backs struggle to consistently control those spaces. The decision, if you're going to push your fullbacks really high up onto the other team's opposition fullbacks or wingers, and you're going to leave those pockets of space for forwards to drift into, there needs to be a level of communication across the middle of the pitch to close down those spaces. And we clearly didn't do that. In that goal where I think it's Livramento who just is strolling into a bunch of space.
Yeah.
That's clearly not good. Not great, man. But
they don't rate JT, so
the height of the line away from the goal is only a problem because there's no pressure on the ball there. Whenever you have a mixture of a really high line and a lack of ball pressure, people are allowed to pick their passes and time their runs, and that's how we concede it.
It's frustrating because it is like what you're saying, Pete. In the first 18 minutes, we were attacking. We were definitely creating chances. We were definitely getting into spaces. Like we were going for it, and then once that goal was scored, the amount of, I guess, for lack of a better term, the amount of XG we were generating afterwards just dipped. We had some chances after that goal, don't get me wrong, but it's just the attack just said, oh man, we're done. That's it. Just hang it up. If we get an opening, we get an opening. Oh well.
You didn't exactly look or feel like we were ever going to score.
Yep. And then I think, listen, I can't lie to you, bringing on a guy like a Delap objectively, is a net negative to the team. It's a net negative to the team.
I don't think that's a big issue because I don't think Gusto was really offering a lot in that first.
It doesn't matter.
I think Chris, I think it was a big issue because you look at today. There was positions that the lap got himself in front of that I much rather would have had a Palmer or a João
Chris,
Pedro.
it's a huge issue because
I
the
don't
lap
think
has
it
no
was.
confidence and lacks basic fundamentals. So relying on that guy to work
He's
in
useless,
small
I know.
spaces in front of goal is never going to happen.
The thing is, like, I think the thing is, Chris, yeah, this is what I always say, bro, is that fundamentally, you know, when you're bringing on an attacking guy, he's meant to be adding to the attack, bro. He's meant to add a different dimension. He needs to be doing something which is meant to be helping
I think
attack.
the best thing he did was, you know, when he won the ball and took a shot, like at the keeper. I think that's the only good thing he probably.
But that's what I'm saying, though, Chris. Like
He
he's
didn't
getting
really
in,
do a whole
he's
lot,
getting
but I
in,
kind of understand going more attacking when you won.
he's getting in okay and good positions. But he's not the one I want in those positions. I want João Pedro to be in those positions.
He
So
didn't
at
get
that
any
point, you're just
chances,
taking
João
up
Pedro got
space.
zero.
Yeah, at that point, he was just taking up the spaces that maybe João Pedro would have picked up.
Possibly,
Like,
I guess.
and today too, like second half, João Pedro dropped to a 10 pretty much, and then
He did, yeah. No,
kinda
he did that as soon
disappeared
as
in
the
the
lap
game.
came on. That's the only thing I didn't like is seeing João Pedro be the one he has to drop deep because the lap ain't
Well,
gonna do
where else is the lap going to play, Chris?
it. Yeah. So I feel like the manager's a bit screwed for subs then at that point as well. Like maybe the only one I could say is like Santos over Lavia. Like when we was 1-0 down, like Santos would be better. But
Yeah, probably. I mean, Lavia hasn't really impressed me in the limited minutes he's played since he's come back from being injured for 4 months. But we're really splitting hairs if we're talking alternating sixes for a 30-minute cameo while we're 1-0 down. I don't know. There wasn't near enough in that performance for anyone to feel like we were hard done by that result. I don't
even think we've been hard done by. Listen, I think this is a net benefit result at the end of the day. I'm happy with this result. In the sense that
okay.
listen,
Record
my
that
dear,
one.
because I'm
You're
making
happy
more
with that
fantasy
result.
football
Yeah,
asset.
record
yes,
that one,
because
people.
listen,
Ahmed
because
is,
because
103
again,
days. Thank you for the membership, man.
listen, man, the Crusade has gone one step further. Thank you.
The Crusade is going one step further.
Okay.
I mean, what's your end
Elaborate on
goal
your
for all the
crusade.
losing?
I just do not want Europe this season, bro. I want them to feel it, bro. I need them to feel
Down
something.
here before we start. I want this team to suffer. We've been down here and we've been suffering since. You
Ahmed,
want
listen,
what's
on
the
the
harm
stream,
in
bro.
what's
You
the
need
harm
to
in
stop
Europa
this,
League?
man.
I don't want Europe. I'm saying no Europe, bro. I'm saying no Europe. I want us to.
You know how
I mean,
far
Europa
we'd have
League
to
we could
drop
win
for
it
that to
again,
be
but that's
reality?
the only upside to it.
Listen, even if we get Conference League, I'm happy. I don't mind Conference League or no Europe. That's what we need.
Wait.
Okay,
So
I mean,
you
hold
would
on.
take Conference
Go
League,
ahead,
but
go ahead.
like no Europa League.
I need them to feel, because Conference League is gonna only give them 5 mil. That's brilliant for us.
You just want to get an easy trophy again.
No, Chris, you're not getting the point. We need it to hurt financially. They need to feel something financially, bro. That's
You
the
got to
whole
feel that in
thing.
Europa League too.
No,
You
but
don't
it's
get a
not
lot
too
for that.
big. But it's somewhat of pain. But you need to feel the real pain.
Ahmed's on his V for Vendetta art, Chris.
You need
He's
to
just
feel it, bro.
Trying to hurt.
Ahmed, what was the
big-
point of calling for the previous manager's head 3 months ago if you were just going to do this 3 months later?
But I don't think you understood. The reason why I wanted this manager was because I wanted the young guys to play. So for me, I'm happy for this to happen. Remember last year?
Just 1 minute.
So now they're playing and now they suck, so now you want to burn it all down.
But he's not even playing the young players too much, bro.
Exactly.
A lot of he's playing basically what Moresco is playing, and we're still losing.
I mean, he started off playing
can't just tell
Achimpangola. He
people
started off playing. He's playing Hato more. You've been bigging up
And
Hato.
I think Hato's been playing well. But the reality is,
He's playing Mamadou Sarr. You know.
Yes.
He's playing Andre Santos.
Has he been playing Mamadou Sarr, Marshall? Has he played
been
him?
playing Mamadou Sarr.
Barring Arsenal, when has he played Mamadou
He's
Sarr?
been giving Tosin more minutes. He's been giving young.
Yeah, but
young
Tosin-
Batshuayi
He's been
more
giving
minutes.
Tosin! And you know what, Marshall? You're violating me right now for that. You're violating me for that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Actually, it's not. You know, egregious monk, bro.
Disrespectful.
Egregious monk. You can keep saying that I'm waffling, but my logic is very sane.
Tell him he's waffling,
Okay?
bro.
No,
Kinda
it's not.
but
It's not.
we'll let
No,
you cook, I guess.
listen. My whole point again has always been, I would rather we get rid of all these idiots. I said this before, whether it be a Fofana, Chalobah, all these guys, and at least play the young guys. I can accept, guys, the results I am getting right now here if I'm playing with the young lads. That is
No man
for
will do
me,
that, Chelsea.
right? That is well. Listen, you can say that, Chris. But I
Ahmed,
think
I
for
think
me,
there's some rules you can't do. in
Why would
Chelsea.
you? Why is your ultimate goal replace all the players?
I'm not saying replacement. I'm talking about the ones that are not necessary. So again,
Yeah, but Ahmed, the people who signed a bunch of these losers would just sign more losers, right?
I understand
Thank
that.
you.
Listen.
No,
I understand
I'll
that.
let you go
Listen,
back.
listen.
I'll let you guys go back
Yeah,
and forth.
yes.
'Cause
Listen.
Pete
Yeah,
needs to
no,
figure
no.
you out. I already figured you out.
No.
No,
Pete,
just,
I understand.
Ahmed,
No,
you're chasing.
no.
You're chasing your tail.
No, I'm not. The reason why I would say this, yeah, and I think for me, if you're gonna stand the young players, right? If you're gonna play a Quenda, you've got these Anselminos, you got your Amadou Sars, right? And you're gonna sign some more young players, right? Then at the very least, let's play with these guys and see where it goes. The problem is, guys, we've got guys in this squad who are 24, 25, 26 that we know are not good enough anyway. So at least let me hope and trust in some of these younger guys they're gonna bring in. No,
Let me hope.
Why are we viewing? I don't accept the premise that people in their mid-20s that we view as not good need to be replaced by people younger.
I don't listen. No. I agree
don't
with
like
that.
the premises that are baked into working with this
No.
logic.
So
Like it.
Pete, I understand that point. That point you're making is a valid point. Of course, in an ideal world, I would want obviously some guys that are ready made and are all over the place. But the reality is they're not going to do that for me, right? So, if they're gonna replace me with some younger, talented guys, and we can at least have a manager that's gonna nurture these guys to actually get to that point, then I think for me, I would be much more happy in that situation. Does that not make sense?
How long are you going to run up this endless hope that the next batch will be the chosen ones?
I just want to at least
How
try the
long
next
can you
match.
exist like this?
I'm
No,
just saying.
hold on.
For me,
Can I
for
just
me,
explain something.
No. So
four.
I understand that. I'm saying I'm just trying to put faith in the next batch. That's all I'm saying. The next batch. Keyword.
Okay,
but
just
can
the
I
next
explain
one. And then if
something?
the next one doesn't work by season 6,
This is
what
what
will the
Ahmed was
solution
saying
be then?
yesterday.
Phase
Pete,
four.
this is what Ahmed was saying yesterday. He thinks that if you bomb the squad now and start from scratch, right, that next season is going to be our Graham Potter season, and then the season after that, we're back to challenging for Europe.
Wait, are you saying start from scratch? Like no, all players gone.
No. I
Not
just
all
want
players gone, just
I just
the
want
bad
the dead
ones.
ones. The dead ones.
Deadwoods, which we have a few. But
Yes.
it's Ahmed's operating out of this mentality that we live in an ideal world, and that's exactly how it's going to happen. You
Listen,
don't know
so-
if it's going to be the season after next.
No,
It could go on for 3 seasons.
No.
and 10
I
places in
understand
a
that.
row,
Listen.
you know?
I understand that, bro. But the problem is, and I think people in chat, I hope would understand this point of view that I've had here. I've used the example of purgatory multiple times right now. Okay, we are right now as a football club in football purgatory. That is the worst position that you can be in. Obviously, maybe getting relegated is worse, but that at least has some benefits on a low key. But we are currently in football purgatory in the sense that there's nothing allowing us to move forward, right? In terms of what the ownership is doing. But at the same time,
You're relieving the ownership of a lot of agency here.
no.
You are. You are.
The reason why I'm not.
You're accepting their myopic way of thinking and their behavior as the standard, and that will only ever be the case moving forward. You're not accepting
In the short
that
term,
they
it
can
is, though,
re-examine
Pia.
their priors and change their behavior, and you're operating under
But
the
can I-
premise that the way they're
Okay.
currently behaving will be the way they always behave.
No, but the thing is, Pete, I understand that point. But the thing is, what has there been to show us that is going to change?
No,
That is the thing.
Ahmed, this is my point. You are saying, oh, they'll just get it right next time. When it's like, hey, what if this goes so bad they actually change the way they think, and then next time won't play out anywhere near the way you're phrasing it as? Like, this can get worse. It can get so
can.
bad that people lose their jobs.
That was essentially what I was trying to tell you when I was saying Maresca out, all this bullshit. I was saying if Maresca gets sacked, this could potentially get worse. It's like you're taking the Band-Aid before the blood is clot. Like it could cause
The
a scar. It
thing
could get
is-
even worse.
The thing is, yeah.
And this
the
is what's
thing
happening.
The thing is, guys, I would
What
love
is
to
the thing?
believe. I would love to believe.
Leave Poch out of this.
Listen. I would love to believe what you're saying is true, but I have yet to see any evidence of this being the case.
That we were better off with
because
the previous manager than the
they
current
were
one?
able to sell the fan base on improvement by the end of last season compared to their second season. We improved last season.
Yes.
We even improved the season before that. This is the
Yeah,
first
true.
season out of the 4 where, because like the first one was just such a car crash, like it kind of is what it is, right? This is the first time you cannot argue that they have taken us backwards, and it's no one's fault but their own.
Yes. My hope is that ownership notices that and maybe reacts on that. They might not react on it soon, but it might down the line, maybe the following season, cause some type of repercussion to the directors, depending on the results, which is kind of going towards your argument, right? Hopefully, if we, don't land in Europe, that looks bad on the directors. And
Are they going to stick or are they going to twist?
For me, for me, the way I see things, it looks like they want to stick. I know obviously some of the stuff that came.
It looks like they're going to stick while they're in 5th place. No problem.
But if the thing is, Pete, let's look at the current evidence that's available to us. I think that's a much better thing for us to use, right?
Lazy. That's lazy.
No, it's not. Because right now all we're doing is
after 30 games. You might as well project forward to the end of the season. Factor in where you think we're actually going to finish, how you think we're going to finish these competitions, and where you think the state of mind for the decision makers is going to be then.
But they're telling you their decision is not going to change, bro. It doesn't matter what happens. They're telling you they're in this for the long haul. So if they're telling you they're in this for the long haul, that means come low. If
they told us a lot of stuff. They told us a lot of stuff about the previous coach, and then he was gone 3 months later. They've spoken out of both sides of their mouth plenty of times.
This is true.
That's fine. No problem. But like this whole, we'll just persist with this model. It'll work eventually. Trust us, bro. Like, that's fine when you're kind of like toiling in 4th, 5th place, where you're kind of close enough to glory to lie to people about how close you are. But if we sink down to 7th, we lose 8-3 on aggregate or whatever it'll end up being by the end of Tuesday night in the Champions League last 16. And we don't win either domestic cup, and we end up in Europa League or the Conference League again. Like, hey, maybe different decision making will have to take place. I don't know. Maybe you think they're more stubborn than they are.
I just think they're more stubborn, honestly. I genuinely
feel
believe
like
that.
they are to an extent. I mean, they keep repeating themselves about not changing the model and sticking to the plan and all that stuff. I mean, even I'm looking at the quote right now because Arthur is basically a puppet. But look at what he's saying right here, because we were just talking about experienced players and.
I don't think he's a puppet, by the way, Marshall. I don't think he's a puppet at all. I think he is just them. But a puppet acts on behalf of the ownership. He is the ownership. He is a clone of them in a manager form.
I think the way Rossinier might view this, and I could be wrong. This is just my theory. I just think Rossinier looks at this like a corporate job. Like, just do your job, do what you're supposed to do, take the flack when it's not going well, do your best to get results. At the end of the day, like they came out and said, right, the manager doesn't affect the team, right? Their own words. Statistically, the managers don't affect the team. So he's just there as a face to the club. Just, don't throw us under the bus. We'll build a team. You put it out on the pitch. We'll rotate and stuff. Like, to me, more and more, this feels like the director's hands written all over it and the director's fingerprints all over it. But it just, to me, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to go Chelsea a few years. I'm going to put that on my portfolio or my resume, and then I'll find the next job after that. That's what it feels like for Liam, to me. It's just like a stepping stone club. And he's okay taking the flag, and he's okay with whatever policies you have, as long as he has a job, gets paid well, eventually finds a place to stay. He just feels corporate to me.
Well, God bless him, because he's not stepping to anything better than this. He's not good enough.
Yeah, I don't think he'll walk away either. I don't think what happened with.
Why would he? This is the best job he's ever going to get. He's already shown me enough in this run since January. He's never going to be a top manager.
The question we have to ask here This is the question we have to ask: is the ownership going to be the one? When is the ownership going to pull the plug on him? Because that is the real.
They're
question.
They're not gonna. Unless
I don't know, bro. I'll be honest.
why would they? Why would they? When they came out and said that the managerial role doesn't affect the team.
But they've said to you also that his head's on a roll if you don't make UCL football either. So if you don't make UCL football, objectively speaking,
let's
then
be
he's
real,
gone, right?
though. Let's be honest. On that Pochettino season, when we didn't make UCL football, do you think that was why they wanted him gone?
No, but we knew why. The reason why they wanted him gone is because he wanted a different direction for the club. It was clear.
Yes, but my argument with saying that is that he didn't make UCL football. That wasn't that big a priority for them. They were willing to give him time. They were willing to let him play out the squad. They were patient enough. These guys don't sack managers unless it's like really, really bad.
But they told you the top priority was top 4. They made that clear. They said UCL football is a must.
But if we didn't make UCL football last season, they weren't going to sack Maresca either.
I
think they're willing to be okay.
But with Maresca,
there's context to it, Ahmed, though.
No, but I understand what you're saying. But I think the context that I would add is that for them, with Maresca proved that this side was able to get UCL football, though. Right? He proved he could get the side to get to UCL
It wasn't
football.
proven until it was done. That's what I'm trying to get to you.
No. But this is the point I'm making. He proved that can be done. And so their expectation is, with the current side that you have, plus the extras we've given you, right?
Halfway through a season?
Yes. And that's because...
on an inexperienced manager.
Bro, that's what they...
You're muted,
I promise
you're
you.
muted, Pete. I don't know. I just think that feels like straight delusion for them to bring in a manager halfway through the season, expect him to make UCL football, and then sack him when he doesn't. Like
they told you, Marshall, straight away.
You make it seem like we're owned by Marinakis, bro. Like it's just
no. But they told you. Listen, they can flip flop, and I agree on that. But they also made it a point to be clear. When you bring in Rosinha, we are expecting straight away. We're expecting UCL football by the end of the season, bro. That's why they brought him in January, bro. Remember, we had a good run before we had this current harsh result in the last period. Remember?
Yeah. I just don't think I don't see him getting sacked in the end.
The real question is, are we gonna beat West Ham, guys?
I just think Marshall's wrong.
Maybe not.
I'm not gonna lie.
West Ham are a decent
I was
form.
wrong about.
Marshall,
Wait, we're not playing West Ham. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm in Everton. Everton.
Marshall, I think you're wrong that they're not gonna sack him in the summer.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
know.
think
It just feels harsh.
League.
I feel like
That's
they'll
the
make
main
excuses
issue.
for him.
No, because they need UCL. I don't think you understand this, Marshall.
I know they need UCL.
They need UCL, and the reason why they took Maresca out because they were like, Maresca's clearly he's bringing bad vibes. He's doing a lot of this stuff.
Bringing bad vibes.
Bro, genuinely, that's what they thought. That's one of the reasons why he got sacked. One of the main reasons he got sacked.
More or less what happened.
Yes, genuinely, that was one of the reasons.
Maresca
He got in their feelings because he asked for a center back.
Yes, fucking my vibes up, bro.
Bro, they genuinely, bro, did that, bro. That's how I'm being so serious.
It's so
and so it's stupid, but that's one of the main reasons why, right?
And
I think Maresca got really fed up of taking all the brunt for their bullshit.
But Marshall, you keep on looking at it from fucking Wait! Stop looking at it from Maresca's perspective. This is not. We're not talking about Maresca's perspective here. We are talking about the club and their perspective, bro.
Yes.
Okay, their perspective. He's giving us bad vibes. He needs to go. Easy peasy. We don't need to talk about Maresca.
Yeah, but Ahmed, can't two things be right?
No, I don't want to hear Maresca right now. At the point I'm making.
Okay.
How has he gave the club bad vibes?
Chris, we're not gonna relitigate whether Maresca should or shouldn't have gotten sacked. The only one who agrees with that decision, someone here, is Ahmed.
Yes.
The point is, they wanted to blame everything on Maresca mid-season. Their whole point of making that change was so we should qualify for Champions League.
Exactly.
We're not going to end anywhere close to those positions, judging on our last batch of performances.
Exactly.
So there's no reason for him to continue in the job and get supported with resources in the summer or to be part of any collaborative conversation. Like, we look less convincing under Rosinha with every game we play. The team is heading in the wrong direction. Assuming he's just going to survive the summer and get next season, even if the bottom falls out this season, which we kind of think it will, I just think is premature for sure.
I think for me, Marshall, just in general, yeah, you know, Rosinha knows he's on borrowed time. That's just the objective reality. He knows I need to get this done in order for me to be able to cement myself here. But I actually think the much larger conversation that we need to remove ourselves from Rosinha and everything, and just talk about the game in general, is that I think the quality level in the team is clearly showing right now. I actually think...
Oh, of course.
Right?
Of course.
Right now, listen,
Big
one
up,
of the
sir,
few
man.
things that obviously we can give Muraski credit for was that he was able to not show the quality difference too much. What the quality difference in this
he
guy?
covered a lot of cracks.
Yes.
Or a
the
few
quality
cracks, not a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
To his somewhat of his credit, okay? I can't believe I'm giving Muraski credit here. But to his
No,
credit...
not that much.
You
Like
can
I said,
drop
he
the,
only
like,
covered a
gimmick
few
that you
cracks.
hate
We
him.
still were
You
shit
don't
in
have
a
to
bunch of
continue.
areas.
Yes, but objectively, objectively, the quality is being shown here. Like Fofana clearly has dropped in quality, if we're being honest about him, right?
Under
Performance-wise,
Rosinha,
under Rosinha, and his performances have just not been great. Chalobah has been Chalobah. That's the best way to put it. I don't know what else to say about my boy Chalobah other than he's been Chalobah. Like, so I think tactically some of the stuff that's happened defensively is not helping our defense either, and so you get stuff like Gordon's goal and stuff that happens all the time.
Did you read this, by the way? There's a technical issue. We press in a different way to most teams. It's a new way of pressing. This man's reinventing the press, bro. And then I have the goal. We can just look at it.
You know what, Marshall? I feel like you just hate
Right.
Rosinha because Versca's. Marshall just hates him because of Verska, bro.
No,
honestly.
you can't say that because listen. Pete made fun of me when we were talking about this, but I was watching Strasbourg last season. I wanted to see some interesting football, so like I like the guy.
Guys, he is right. We do press differently than we did under our previous coach. It's dumb, but it's different. I don't think it's long for this group of players and for this league, but it is. He is right.
Check this out. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know if I
midfield
blame
right here.
Chalobah. Chalobah's told to cover left back.
Look at
No,
this gaping hole, bro.
Chris, hold on. Go back to where Livermento picks up the ball.
Yeah.
Go back.
Right here.
Okay, so he's there.
Because
He's
Kukure's
striding
up
through
there.
midfield. So play it forward slowly.
I don't think we're gonna catch it in screen.
Striding through midfield. There's obviously a run on Chalobah's outside. Whenever you're playing on the defensive line, you want to mark the guys that are closer to the goal, right? I understand the idea of going man for man across the back, but Reece James isn't goal side of Willock or whoever's running through on goal. Chalobah gets pulled too far out, and that guy runs right off of Reece James. If Chalobah's two steps closer to Fofana, he's able to cut that off. He gets dragged out of position, trying to cover for Cucurella on the press, because our midfield is unable to stop Livermento. It's an insane kind of man-for-man situation where we don't have the most athletic guys, so it's really hard to cover those spaces anyways. But even in that situation, Chalobah should let the ball go wide and just delay him and wait for Cucurella to come back. You should never give up that run straight through the heart of your defense. Never.
This is diabolical. I looked at this and I was just confused. I was like,
yes,
wow. And it happened multiple times.
There's a reason teams in this league don't press like this. There is a reason for this. It's because it is dumb.
It's so bad.
High risk, very low reward. But it is true.
You know what? How are you feeling, Surfer, man? I haven't spoken to you in a while, Baron. How you doing, bro? You doing good?
Yeah, evening, guys. Peter, big up, long time no speak, my friend. I feel like I've gone back 3 years. And
yeah,
to me, and I know Oliver's seen my tweet. This is to me, this is just Graham Potter 2.0.
Oh my god.
There are aspects of it that I like that, definitely.
Yeah, we got a
guidance. It feels that way to an extent.
We got a guidance, counsel, philosophy as a coach, which means you search your players' feelings, and how are they, making sure they are okay and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be too emotional because I know fans can't be emotional when their sports teams don't do well. This is. I can't believe that. This just. I've always thought this for the last 18 months that there's no accountability. There's no pressure. There's no pride. Because if you had pride or pressure or accountability at club, then after you get whooped 5-2 in midweek, you wouldn't follow up, especially at home, with a subpar performance against a 6-player change Newcastle who didn't even play at 100% their level. Okay? We had the best. It's one. There is literally. I was told on the terrace midweek that the squad's good enough, and we have a good first 11. And I am now. If anyone has any positives from this performance or Wednesday's performance, and anything backing this project, which I gave him, I thought it was fair to give him a chance, but I've been really out since 2024 summer. Then I'm not going to listen to you because I think you hate Chelsea. If you think like, because it's like trying to tell me that WWE is real. You know what I mean?
Oh my God!
Like somehow Rey Mysterio could beat the Big Show in real life. You know, like something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Shout out Ray, man! Shout out Ray!
Shout out Ray, legend. The Gamote. But I look at it and I look at some of these players and they obviously think, because there's no accountability, they obviously think they're better than they are. Like, I'll tell you right now, King Cole Palmer, and let's just say that name very quietly because I know it offends some people in the fan base when you criticise him, is an 18-month wonder. Okay? He is literally playing the same as Phil Foden. And Phil Foden gets ripped to shreds. Okay?
Not wrong.
Cole Palmer thinks he's better than he is. And he's allowed to think like that. Okay? He's allowed to think like that. And by the way, I saw your title, Marshall. This isn't Pochball, shall I tell you why? Because Palmer's playing shit. So it's not even Pochball.
Fair point.
Not Pochball.
Gotta change that title real quick.
This is literally Potter. This is Potterball. This is what it is. It's Potterball. It's 2022-23 ball. It's Lampard ball. That's what it is. It's no tactics and inshallah. That's what it is. I don't know what our starter play is. I thought it was all Maresca's fault. By the way, Maresca out. Because remember, it's all his fault. He's the only one. By the way, he's amazingly, he's the only one who's been made accountable. Maresca is.
That's one we had.
Jeffrey, you're forgetting something.
Yeah, it's mostly his fault.
Jeffrey, you're forgetting something though. Only Maresca was making us play side-to-side football. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one doing the horseshoe. You know what I'm saying?
Only Maresca was playing players out of position.
Let me say this.
Reece James at center mid. Remember that, guys?
I just love it. We must have had the greatest. We had the at some point tonight. I think it was like 88%. Like they put up a stat that said
bad vibes.
They said they put up a stat, right? They put up a stat from since Gordon's goal. They put the stat was 88% possession to us and 12% possession, but we hadn't done anything. We just literally passed it side to side. I'll tell you right now, I don't mind passing side to side if I'm down to 10 men away at the Barcelona at the Nou Camp in the Champions League semi-final. Not at home to a team who had a starting midfield of Joe Willock and fucking Gordon Ramsay, or what the fuck his name is in there. Do you know
Jacob Ramsey and don't forget Woltemade.
Woltemade in midfield, by the way.
A 6'6" striker in midfield.
That's not even their starting. That's not even their starting midfield, bro.
Fucking
That's what makes it worse.
Voldemort, fucking Voldemort in midfield, or what the fuck his name is. Do you know what I mean? It's the honestly, and Jorgensen is out with a groin injury. That's fine.
Yeah,
didn't hear that until today, but apparently he had a groin injury. Didn't hear that in the press conference yesterday. Oh, and just on a side note,
Arthur's trying to save face.
Just on another tangent, because I'm full of tangents today. I couldn't care less. I'll tell you right now, that Reece James contract announcement is the biggest BSPR I've ever seen in my life. that announcement was never going to happen if that director thing hadn't come out the day before. There's no way Reece James's contract would be announced, right? And he's a good company man because he came out and said, "I back this project. I'm not going to get on you. You got the money, no problem. But don't try and bullshit me that somehow that was going to happen. No, absolutely not going to happen.
Chris, speak on it, Chris.
But this is the thing. I could say Rossini out. Like everyone could want Rossini out, and that's fine. But nothing changes because these players will not be held accountable, and they walk all over whoever comes in next. Because if you shout at them, you can't shout at these players. Fuck off! I shouted at fucking Drogba. You know what I mean? I shouted at Mourinho. You know what I mean? Well, piss off. These players are a joke, and they've been made to. There's no pressure on them whatsoever, Marshall. There's nothing there. Imagine you, right? Imagine you took your work, Marshall, right? When you probably drink on the job anyway, knowing you. But you know.
You're not wrong.
Let's talk
Imagine
about
this,
it.
Marshall. Imagine this.
Marshall abused my liver.
Marshall, imagine you, right? Imagine you're a colleague of yours. Like, they cost your company a big contract, major payday, right? Major payday. They come in the next working day. They're nonchalant. They don't care. They don't care, right? They don't care. That fucker would be fired. He'd be fired the next working day. These guys stroll around the pitch. You know, I usually get on the fans at home because it's a poor atmosphere. I'm not getting on the fan. No. You've got to inspire us. Where's your inspiration for us? How many times do we have to see pass back, or pass extra touch, or pass don't pull the trigger? Do you know what I mean? How many times do we have to see that? How many times? By the way, subs were reporting. I don't want João Pedro in the 10. João Pedro in the 10 doesn't work.
Oh, we're back to that. Yeah, that's true.
Why do you
And you got to fit Delap on the field with his 2 goals all season.
No, but the thing is this, Peter. Why do I have to have João Pedro in the 10? Well, I've got Palmer and Enzo already in the fucking 10. Why don't I need João Pedro playing in the 10 as well? What does it matter? And then you got fucking the burn victim as the left wing. Fucking, you know, he's the worst. He's the worst winger. And then you've got some no-name dickhead director saying we're building the best team. If you're building, I tell you what, I wouldn't want you to build a fucking stack of Legos, let alone a fucking football team. Honestly, it's just utter bullshit. And the problem is, Marshall, can I tell you the problem is right now?
Talk to me.
We'll be here at the same time next year saying exactly the same fucking things, right? I'll tell you right now. The summer transfer window, I loved it. They came out with an article that we're going to go for fucking Alvarez. Fuck off. We're going for Alvarez.
Yeah, true.
Fucking probably his cousin Diego Alvarez. That's what we're probably starting.
It's one thing when you got bigger of everybody too.
KJ, I'm on a long rant. I'll do it. I'll finish in a minute.
Go ahead.
Let's say this. The only thing I can think that might drastically change, and even this is like a very low percentage. If you want things to drastically change, this club cannot qualify for Europe this season, and it can't do anything in FA Cup.
Look at Ahmed smiling. Go ahead, smile.
It just simply can't.
He's speaking facts though.
Spitting facts.
Because they
No, I mean, but hold on. But
they think it's
go ahead.
they've gone 12 to 6 to 4th with 2 trophies, and in their mind, I can see their justification saying, "Oh, it's progress," and staying in the Champions League is progress. But it's not. This isn't. It's just. I really want to who the name of that director is, because if you're a part of clearly.
Oh, I already know who it is. It's Finkelstein.
Then leak it, bitch.
Daniel
Finkelstein.
Daniel Finkelstein, yeah.
Hey. And by the way, I just want to add context.
He's like
Finkelstein,
director of communications or something.
Finkelstein, again, for those who don't know, was a conservative spin doctor who got them into government. That's what I have to say. If you know, you know. Spin doctors in politics. That's what I have to say, man.
Honestly, I just listen.
They're the real bar envelopes.
Any Chelsea content creators, you've got. I tell you what. You know what? There's a simple match review today, Marshall. Yeah. They were all shit. And that's it.
I agree.
You don't say anything else. They were all shit. There's no scapegoating because every single one of them, even Reece James, they were all shit. The whole lot of them.
Should we wrap it up here then?
Even
yes,
like
Chris,
Sanchez,
they were all shit.
Even Sanchez, You see Sanchez nearly he fired the ball into Fofana's feet from like 2 yards away. He just booted the ball. I mean, he's like, honestly, this whole team, I'd say, it's like the bad news Bears, but they're serious. They've got drug deficiencies. That's what they are.
Yo, pick up for you knowing the bad news Bears reference. I would not have had that in the
Bears, bro.
They're just appalling. Do you know what I mean? I know what IFS stands for. I'm fucking shit. That's what it stands for on the front of the shirts. That's what it should stand for. Fucking lot of them. Shit.
Yo.
Oh my god!
You know what's crazy is that, like, it's one thing. I know that was good, Andrew. That was good. I don't even want to go after you because it's just going to be a letdown. But the quality, it's one thing if PSG go to their bench and PSG have better quality. Like I can live with that. As bitter as a pill it is to swallow. But when Newcastle goes to the bench and they're bringing on better players than us, we know that we are screwed. Like we have nobody on the bench that can impact a game from the bench, unless we leave out a Palmer or even not even Palmer. Unless we leave
him out, KG. Leave him out.
Like our attacking options right now. Like forget the tactics, forget the subs and that kind of stuff. It's the attacking options that we have and the depth that we have is absolutely appalling. Like
even if they're all fit.
Yeah, it is so like there's no manager in world football, past or present, that is going to get a tune out of these attackers.
Well, it doesn't matter according to these directors.
Yeah,
it's not getting better anytime soon. What I heard the news, Jamie Gittins is back in training. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
He felt his hamstring again, guys. He's actually out again. He's felt his hamstring.
You're lying.
Who cares?
He was meant to be on the bench.
If it wasn't for João Pedro's form in 2026, we would. I'm afraid to even think about where we would be without his goals in 2026.
And people tried to spin that as he improved the attack. Rossini improved the attack. One player.
No, it's one player who's been playing at a level that he's never played at before.
Out of his skin.
Yeah.
The more and more we discuss, the more and more I'm feeling like this is a combination of Graham Potter and Poch. Look at these quotes that just came out.
No, it's not.
Remember how he speaks.
Oh, dear.
No. Look at it. No. You understand. Look at
Don't
this.
disrespect Pochettino, man.
Liam Rossini on the ref in the huddles, right? I'm disappointed. My players made a decision that they wanted to huddle around the ball to show unity. It's not my decision. There's nothing disrespectful about it. If Paul had focused more on his job, which is to make the right decision, we have a penalty today. Let's focus on the things that are more important.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
He's cooked.
He's going after the refs.
He's cooked.
He's already rattled. He's rattled after 2 months.
But
Man,
Marshall,
don't get me wrong.
I
That
think they
referee
were right
at
to not give
Saturday
that.
was
Marshall,
appalling.
That wasn't Peter. That wasn't a pen. It wasn't a pen. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, you don't-
Why is this protestation for Fofana who should have conceded a penalty?
It wasn't a pen.
I think we had more of a case, only because it's been like I think we're more of a case of the arms behind the back that flick the hand.
You think?
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, because it's only rationalised for people to think that's normal. That's not normal to go behind your hands behind your back like that and backwards.
I mean, Luis used to always do that, Andrew. Like,
No, but it's not a natural. It's not the way that was.
Well, it's not like a
standing-
natural silhouette of a body position. Nobody runs with their arms behind their
No,
back.
way
but
he
runs-
positioned himself
and the
was
way
his
and the way and where it was struck, he was to the side and his hand was out. That's not a naturalised position.
And it wasn't
for a
shot on goal.
defender. Yeah, and there's a shot on goal. But I don't believe the Cole Palmer one was. I just. And do you know what? That fucker doesn't deserve a penalty. That fucker doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, he don't, man.
Yeah, he would have been scammed. Yeah, he was scammed the GA.
If anything, it looks like Palmer.
You know what it is, man. A lot of our players,
Oh, wait,
man.
that makes
A lot of our players are scammers, and the one thing about scammers, man. You don't want a scammer, on your team when you're low.
Ahmed, you're one to talk about scammers, man. We go.
Listen, hey, listen.
I was gonna say it takes one to know one.
Listen. I would know, man. I get a bit of a pay. I get some of my paycheck, on the side. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, you want to tell on
Shout
yourself?
out, man.
That's fine, brother. I did not.
Shout out, man.
You call centre bandit. what you are, man.
But there's two things. Oh my god! Oh my. You know what? I'm glad you didn't say that to the Indian guy. Anyways,
Oh my.
You're a call center bandit too. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yup.
So first, I want to say, me and Chris called this out in terms of him being like Potter. I think it was the first game when we drew, when he said the boys gave it all they had. Me and Chris were like,
True.
Oh yeah,
I
said if he said
Calling
that, I
everyone
want to
world
go.
class.
He said this bullshit. Second thing is, when Winter Surfer did say that he was calling Drogba names, once again non-racial. Once again non-racial names.
Sorry, yeah.
They said, once again, non-racial names were sent to Drogba.
Yeah.
Also, he's part Trinidadian, so it's kind of a pass, right? Right,
That's
Surfer?
true. I'm the Cole Palmer of this panel. That's what I am right here.
Hey man, he had a good run, but he's washed now. It's all good.
The kits.
Oh my fucking eye.
So what are we saying now? This summer we're not only do we have to improve the quality of the squad, which we know is a huge if, we also are we welcoming in, like, should Gary O'Neill and his wife be looking for real estate in West London?
Hey man, Gary O'Neill's more qualified than Rafinha. That's all I'm gonna say.
He is. Yeah. That's ironic. Yeah, that's the ironic part. Yeah.
That's actually, you know what? Yeah, you're wrong.
And he did, and you know what?
I called for
He
Gary
did a
O'Neill
bloody
3
good-
months ago. You guys
He
called me
did a bloody
crazy.
good job at Wolves. That's what he did, and they sold his best players. That's what happened.
No, when they got rid of Gary O'Neill, Rob Edwards actually started winning games.
No, you're missing the Portuguese guy in the middle of them
you're
two.
missing like 2 or 3 managers.
Yeah, you're missing Vitor Pereira, who's currently a forward.
It's Pereira.
Yeah, Gary O'Neill took the Bournemouth job when Parker got sacked, kept them up when nobody thought
Kept
they were
them
going
up,
to get kept up initially.
Yeah.
Then got sacked for Guardiola.
You know who I
By the way,
think we need
by the way,
back?
that's how far they've taken us. We're discussing fucking Gary O'Neill. That's how far we are.
Yeah.
That's how far we're discussing.
Not only that, but
Gary O'Neill.
we basically got Felipe Luis fired from Flamengo.
True. Adrian just pointed it out. Yeah. True.
Felipe Luis on the market. We're talking about Gary O'Neill. Yeah.
You know what, man? Felipe Luis,
Hey
this.
man, run with Gary O'Neil. You guys can hate. We're gonna
Felipe
take this
Luis,
Conference League
this.
victory
Gary
lap in 2
O'Neill,
months.
that. You know who I want, man? Frank Lampard. Let's
don't
come
care.
back, baby.
Shut up.
Frank Lampard.
Why?
Let's bring my demon. Let's bring my demon. Let's bring my demon back, man. Let's bring the demon back.
This guy said, "Let's bring my demon back." Let's take him.
Can I ask a question? Who said before that this is like Lampard ball? Because what changes? Like, you know,
Let me ask you a question.
it's
Ahmed.
senior ball.
Let me just tell you, Ahmed. His situation's better at Coventry.
Yeah, I know.
His situation's better at Coventry. Why would he?
Yeah.
Coventry's
Bro,
more
I
stable.
laughed. Because I like to scan the Chelsea community online. Someone said, "Oh, who would say no to Cesc Fabregas next season?" He would. He would say no to us.
Yeah, guys.
He would say no.
In all seriousness, Cesc Fabregas is part owner of the club that he manages, and
Full
they're
control.
about to make the Champions League.
Yep.
And they have a lot of
to try
money.
and get him out of that project, which, like, legally, I'm not even sure how sacking him from the manager
We didn't
role
see the tackle
as
chat.
part owner would even work. I don't know how that. I don't know if he would even be allowed to, like, own a club in the Champions League and manage us hypothetically in the same Champions League. Like, there's all sorts of logistics.
Don't worry
there.
about that though. We're
Nah.
loophole FC. We can make
Bro,
that
loophole
happen.
FC all you want, but like,
We can. That's
has equity
nothing
in
but
that
that's
club.
nothing but lawyers, and we might have
man.
to we might have to not pay.
Is there
Ahmed
any way?
much
Is there
of his
any? Is
weekly
there any
retainer,
plausible
but
way?
we can make that happen. We can make that happen.
I don't think
Is there
we
any
can,
plausible
bro.
way? Is there any plausible way that we could trade Garnacho and Delap for Shohei Ohtani during the summer? I
There's
just want to
no
know.
way. There's
No?
no way.
Fuck.
No.
And for any of you who don't know
There's
who
no
that is,
way.
that's the greatest baseball player of all
I
time.
promise you, the
Right,
city of
right.
Los Angeles would rain hell on Stamford Bridge.
Probably.
They would start a cold war. You do not want that.
You know what, man? You know what, man?
Garnacho's a good dude, probably, but it's just not for him, man.
What do you think about Wash Messi, guys? Do you think Wash Messi could do something for us right now? 39.
Why would Messi want to
four-year-old.
come live in London to scrap for Europa
You
League?
know, we just
Yeah,
throw
he's
like
a nice, beautiful
we
man
just
right
no,
now.
we just throw a ton of money at him, and
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
yeah, the money
I
we
mean,
like
one,
spend away.
I don't think we'd be
on
allowed
wages.
to throw enough at him to get him out of Inter Miami when he's making like 40 M a year there. Two, we're like not the Chelsea we used to be. Like, there's no point in moving to shitty London at
You think
40
he wants
years
to
old.
come and play with
Deal
Garnacho?
with
He
the
doesn't even want to
training.
play with Garnacho on the national team. And
True.
you think he wants to come and play with Garnacho
Bro,
week
Messi
in and
doesn't
week
want to
out?
do preseason friendlies for Inter Miami when it's cold. Why would he want to live
This
in London?
guy's literally playing with all of his best friends from both Barcelona and Argentina. You think he's coming here to link up with Malo Gusto on the right hand side? Like,
Listen, I'm just trying to see what we can do around here, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
You can shut up.
I can help you with that. I can help you with that in the sense of
Jesus.
in a sense of like British viewers, hey, F1's back, and North American, hey, baseball classic is killing it. Watch the Dominican Republic; it's so much fun, man. You got
Do you know this? You know this week.
you got Vladdy, you got Soto. It's
Guys, we also can't just raid Bodo Glimt either. Their manager
Yeah.
signed like a 7-year extension like a couple months ago.
Do you know?
We can't raid Bodo
You know
Glimt,
what?
bro.
You know.
What are you gonna say?
This isn't to glazing, but you have the right idea. Peter, about a couple of years ago, started to focus on different things in his life, right? And he's much happier, right, than Chelsea, right?
Yes.
I've started to do that as well. I'm more into I got a new job. I like my job. I was actually disappointed. I had to finish at the exact time kickoff was today to watch this shit. If they'd offered
terrible, man, terrible.
Dude, I know Peter's gonna be bummed about this.
I've got to work
with this, man.
I've got to work
If they
during
offered me
the second
overtime-
leg of PSG, and
if they'd
I
offered
was
me
like,
overtime, I would have taken it.
I wasn't even mad.
Today.
I was like, you know what? I'd rather go to meetings.
You know
I'd
what?
rather teach.
You know, I'm actually
on Wednesday, I had to turn it off once it was 2-2 because I had to go back to work, and I just had notifications on for the rest of the game. And I have a question for you, Surfer, when I'm done with this. But basically, in my heart, it was 2-2, and then I saw what happened after that. But since I didn't get to experience it live, I feel like my mental health hasn't deteriorated.
2-2 was my prediction.
Anyone else?
And it was 2-2 at one point, so technically I was right.
So my question is going to be Surfer, because I was looking this up yesterday because I was curious and I was, I had time. And I was like, hey, I don't know of a time when a team was level in a Champions League tie with 20 minutes to go in the knockout round and lost by 3 goals. I don't know if that's ever happened. And I looked at every knockout round bracket back to 2007, and I couldn't find one.
I mean, the only thing that really comes close, I don't know, is maybe that PSG Barca, but that was a strange one. That 6-1, and Emery was in charge. Remember, they were like they went
Maybe,
the first leg.
That might be the only one.
Yeah,
3-0.
Liverpool
Liverpool at Roma that one year.
Well, I was saying, my qualifier was a team.
Yeah, but that was on aggregate. We're talking about one game here.
Yeah,
yes.
And that was away goals too.
Yeah, it's like a team was level in the game. Like
maybe that's what we do. Can we petition UEFA to get away goals back in, and then
you know what I did first?
We get a 3-0.
Bro, we're not keeping a clean sheet under Rosinha. We can't even keep a clean
I know.
sheet.
I think we'll score goals on PSG, and I think we'll score at least 2 or 3. But I think we're going to give up at least 3.
I think I might score 5.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know what I did Thursday, right, PR? And you'll appreciate this. I researched Trey Hendrickson videos on YouTube.
Hey man,
only because
we lost one white boy, but we got another one. We're back.
You a Ravens fan too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do you live in the Baltimore area?
I live in California, brother. My dad was born. My dad was born on a naval base in Germany. Moved to Baltimore when he was 2. When I was born, we didn't have a team out here.
There was even the Lakers are giving me a bit of joy at this moment in time. You know what I mean? I'm not. This is the point where Chelsea now.
This is my least favorite team.
Chelsea side quest, side job.
And I'm a Wizards. I'm a Wizards
even lie.
And this is my least favorite team. My team just gave up 83 points to Bam Adebayo.
Oh yeah, damn.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're a disgrace to the sport. You're a disgrace to the sport.
When that happened, I said, hold the franchise. Like,
But Marshall, I tell you what,
cancel
Chelsea are, Marshall.
Sure.
They're that thing where you exit your building, and the place you have to go to, you have to pass like a house or a business that you don't really like, but you have to pass it to get there. That's what watching Chelsea are. It's like I don't want to, but I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I'm at that point
because otherwise
you're obligated.
It's like I tell you what. It's like mandatory counselling. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not fun. This isn't.
Not
It's
fun.
not.
It's not
Because
fun.
like I don't want to.
That's why, like, when you guys were talking about working during the whole UCL thing, I was like, you know what? That's funny you say that, because I was fulfilling orders on my computer during that second half. I was like, I can't be asked, man. You could be on the background. I don't care.
You know,
this is bad.
You know,
I'm looking at my phone like somebody from. Normally, 99% of the time, I'm like, nobody better not call me on Teams or from work. And I was like,
this weekend I was looking for orders, bro. I was like, somebody call me, please.
You know what's funny?
I have to watch this.
I turned my status light available to green. I'm available. I'm willing to chat. No one took me up on my offer. And
I genuinely listen. I genuinely, literally, against the game of the PSG, for example, I literally came late for the game. What's it called? I went on the stream of RSM and I just started playing some Assassin's Creed Unity. You know, I thought play 60 FPS that. Today, literally the first half of today, I was out having a few pints with the lads for the first half. Went on Discord to see what was going on. So we were losing 1-0. Started chatting shit. I don't know what you want to do. The only reason why I'm here and then on Tuesday, this before Safa goes, on Tuesday, on Tuesday, I'm going to the game. Only because I just want to see some of the guys that I respected and rated that I wanted to come to this football club. That's the reason why I'm going.
Let me put this right now. This is my prediction right now. Marshall, my prediction right now.
It's £73. No one's about it for £73. What do you want me to do, Marshall? I know what's about it, man.
For the rest of the season, my prediction right now is Chelsea in the league will finish below 60 points.
How many points are right now? Let me look at it.
What are we on?
I don't even know how many points we have. Call me if they.
48, I think. I think it's 48.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if that's bad or not, because I don't know how many we have.
Yeah, I think Andrew's right.
No, 48 is pretty bad with what, 8 games left to the season. Remember with the Potter season, it was road to 40, so we're not too far off of that when you look at it that
Andrew
way.
could be right.
You know what's so bad about it?
It's so far away.
We are so bad, but we are still like. There should be no reason why we are even still in the hunt for a Champions League spot.
Yeah, there shouldn't be hope. We've been
like, how bad?
There should be no
hope.
That's the only solace I get, right? So when I'll do like panels and get cooked when Chelsea lose, and then I'm like, you know what? My team is like, we're even on points with your team, and so as much as I suck, you are equally as sucky. Like, why? How can you come in and try to catch smoke from me?
Right.
When like Liverpool fans, I'm like, you spent $500 million in the off season in the summer, you won the league last year, and you're cooking me for losing. Brother, we're better. We're higher in the table than you right now. Granted, they're gonna smoke Spurs tomorrow and be higher than us.
Yeah,
but
we're on 48 points, and United in third place right now are at 51.
No,
that's
like,
how
the hope that we have to, because you basically like have to watch till the end, because it's like a car crash. Like you know it's gonna be bad.
It's like Scream 7. It's like Scream 7.
Like, because if we all points adrift of UCL, we could be like, man, I'll see you guys when we play Port Vale on April 4th, boys.
Yeah. Hold that, Port Vale. Hold that.
Yeah, we would get like 3 weeks off. You know what I mean? We'd start international break early. We could tap into the World Cup playoff. It would be nice. But now it's like I gotta pretend to care about Villa versus Manchester United tomorrow, or Liverpool versus Spurs, when in my heart, I know, even if by some grace of God we scammed 5th and we got the charity spot to Champions League, who's to say we wouldn't be 5-2 down after leg 1 of the round of 16 next season again anyways? So who even gives a fuck?
What?
Why am I going to die for Champions
Marshall,
League
what did I say?
when we get treated like this, bruh?
What did I say midweek, bro? This is the thing. I don't understand genuinely. I was saying this midweek.
Like, this shit is not fun.
What's the point? Yeah, there's no point in me being UCL. What's the point of me being UCL, if I know I'm out in the last 16?
Bro,
this
I
is
stood
like...
there in the rain to watch us win 1-0 against Paphos, and I felt nothing.
I am literally... you know who I am right now? I am genuinely...
I left that game mad.
I am no different right now.
Like, fuck, it's cold. Holy shit.
Yes.
Bro, I am no different to Atalanta. I'm no different generally to an Atalanta. I'm no different to a Bayer Leverkusen. I'm no different to Galatasaray. I'm no different to these guys because these guys are all last 16 guys, bro. What is the point of me being there?
Real quick.
That's why
point I want to raise.
We're not even
I hear it. Like, spectacularly crashing out of Europe would probably be fire. Actually, I was going to say there's no way that happens, but if Everton beats us next week, it's on like Donkey Kong. because Brentford's next game is Wolves.
Where is that? Is that Everton away or is that at home?
Yeah, it's Everton away. I don't.
That's actually better for us.
It's not Goodison Park anymore, so maybe we have a chance.
No,
But
I mean
at
we
the same
suck. We
time-
suck at home in the league. Like we are.
Yeah, but the big brain play is let Everton win. They close the gap to us to 2 points. They can leapfrog us. We end up in 8th. So then we missed Europe altogether.
Yes,
in order to
please.
probably miss
That's what
Europe,
we need.
So look,
we have to drop to 8th.
That's no UCL money. That's no front of the shirt sponsor money.
But here's the thing.
Oh my goodness.
We try
That's
to risk
less
dropping.
money for finishing lower in
KG.
the
Try to
table.
risk dropping, and we
Hey,
come
let
up
me
in
finish.
7th again, guys. It's Conference League again.
But you know what?
Really?
Conference League only gives you 5 M's. Conference League only gives you 5 million, though. Remember, that's what how
No,
much you
I
get from
don't
Conference
care
League.
No,
about
it
Conference
cost-
League. I don't care how
It
much it
cost
gives
us
you.
more, Ahmed, last year to play in the conference.
That's what I'm
league.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It only gives you 5 M's.
We
That's what I'm
lost
saying.
money.
No. That's what I'm saying, KG. They only get 5 million from it in total. So
Bro, I don't
that's
care
what I'm
about
saying.
the
It's a net
prize money.
positive.
I don't care about the prize money. The Conference League playoff that we played against Servette, Chelsea had to broadcast because it wasn't on fucking television.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a European comp that I need to watch on the Chelsea app because there's no broadcast of it. That's too unserious for me. I'm sorry.
I'll refuse to
I've-
watch it. I won't watch any of those games in the country.
I think for me,
I'm not
guys.
gonna lie. I hope we do get Conference League.
They were the
Because-
only fun games to watch last year.
No, because when I come to the UK in the spring of 2027, I need games to go to that nobody wants to go to.
Yeah.
I'm
So
never
I
cheap.
hope we do get Conference League. Call me a bad fan, make fun of me, call me a stupid American, whatever you guys want to do in the chat. I don't care. But
Stupid
I paid
American.
like
There you
$70
go.
US to watch us play Paphos. I'm not trying to pay that much for a ticket to watch us play, bro. They should be paying me to watch them. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We need this little reference here. We need a Chidori to the heart, man. We need a Chidori to the heart, guys. And this is what we need. This is what we need.
I just don't think that will do anything. Like I don't think I don't if we tear it all down, which I hear you, Ahmed, and I'm being slowly indoctrinated into the Bridge Nation mentality, which might be
Welcome
a
to the
bad thing.
jihad, man.
Which might be a bad thing.
Oh my
Well,
God.
If we burn it
I
down,
don't know if you're saying that.
Fucking Christ, bro. Oh,
No.
if we burn it down, what are we going to build it back up with? We're going to build it back up with
Hypothetical,
plastic.
Jihad.
There's going to be no cement, no foundations. It's going to be that fake engineered wood. We're like, I just have no.
You know what, man? If they give us fake wood, by the way, fake engineered wood is terrible, by the way. I just want you to know. Do not use wood in concrete. Concrete
I have
is not great.
like this is the crazy part. I have no faith that we can do anything right as a club. I have no faith that we can tweak the model to actually buy good players. I have no faith that we can burn it down and start anew. I just have no faith with anything that
This
this
is
club
going to sound
KG.
really stupid, but sometimes it just feels like we just stumbled upon this situation we're in right now.
I agree.
Like, we just got lucky. We just
I
got
agree.
lucky to have found Enzo Maresca and lucky to have gotten bids for the players in the team.
Every day, Maresca, Marshall, give it up.
No,
bro.
no,
I'm
no, no.
tired.
I'm just saying it's like they thought they knew what they were doing, but they just happened to stumble upon. It's like a
I agree
butterfly.
with
Marshall, with
This one
Maresca, of course we
happened to get it right.
Marshall, it's
Somewhat
like
right.
it's like they're taking cues from the U.S. government, and they're like, we're just gonna keep to continue to do what we think is right, even though the world is burning around us.
Hang on, Marshall. I've got the perfect analogy for you when it comes to like Maresca being like luck. Because if you flip a coin and you get heads instead of tails, we have Thomas Frank as our manager last season and not Maresca. He was on the shortlist.
Oh, McKenna.
He did at Spurs.
Oh, McKenna.
McKenna, yeah.
No. Ahmed, the last two on the shortlist were Maresca and Frank. We could have
Yeah,
had
that's
Frank
good.
last season.
Yeah, that's mad, you know. Low-key, that's mad.
Yeah, and also like if guys get to hire 5 head coaches, the odds are one of them's going to be decent. Like if you get to make 5 personnel decisions in one department,
The
at
law
a
of
job,
averages, right?
at least one of them will hit. You're a bum if only one of them hits.
But the problem
It's
with
like
that is
having
one of them
5
will.
wives.
the problem is that's also our transfer strategy. We're gonna buy 5 players and hope that one of them hit. Like this summer, the window. Looking back on it, which I always feel like you can judge a window in the beginning based off of did you address your needs. and then at the end of the year, then you address, all right, did we address our needs, and then how did those players perform? We really only hit on João Pedro. Like that's
really
the
it.
only player that we brought in that has had any positive impact on the team, both in the summer in the Club World Cup, and then now in the season. Garnacho, Gittins, 50. Like we chased Gittins, we gave him more money for Gittins. We spent.
I think
how
I
much was Hato? Like
could draw Hato, but that's more recent.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
first
And
half of the season wasn't good.
I like Hato. Like I think Hato is going to be a decent player, but at the same time, I'm like, we dropped 40 million on a backup left back when we had options at the club. We had Matson, who could have been a fine backup left back, who gave us a different option going forward. We could have years ago, we could have been like, know what, we're not going to sell you Lewis Hall, and we'll just let it play out, and we'll let you, we'll let you figure it out. Even some of the kids in the academy, like we've got some good players, young players in the academy that I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what, like any of these wingers that we have in the academy.
Look at Lewis Hall today, locking up certain players.
I just want to let you guys know, by the way.
Sorry, hang on. He wasn't locking up who? He wasn't tested or and they didn't have to do anything. They could.
He did well. Ahmed, you should
locking up 2026 Cole Palmer.
Don't get drawn in by Ahmed, who just admitted he didn't watch the first half because he was out drinking and played Assassin's Creed during the second half. So don't take Ahmed's synopsis of the game with any seriousness. Okay, he knows we lost. That's it.
No, I watched the second half. I was on Discord, but it was the game before. It was the game before the PhD game that I was playing.
Everything that you need to know about this football club is summed up by our mood right now. Like we're not even mad. Like we're at the point where we know that we are alcoholics and that we can't help ourselves from picking up a.
Oh my god!
We're just gonna deal with it. We're just gonna have fun. We're just gonna have fun.
Hey man, he said we're a bunch of marshals
in our own sorrow. Marshall's the ringleader because he sells alcohol. So
yeah, let's talk about it, man.
Get a good deal.
Marshall, you got us addicted. Take some accountability.
You know what? It's Marshall's fault that my liver's failing. So thank you, Marshall.
Hey man, get a better liver. That's all I got.
You know what the worst part too is that
I want to
our
punch you in
rivals
the
end
liver.
up
I want
winning
to
at
punch
least
you in the
2 or
liver.
3
That's what I want
trophies.
to do.
Wow. You know what, man? I hope you get Randy. I hope you get Cody Rhodes, surfer, man.
Shut up, man. I'll punch you in the liver, man. That's what I'm gonna do. Right.
You know what I mean?
Everyone's taking liver punches. Fuck today, bro. Yeah. Oh man, but no, KG's right, man. We're at that point where it's like I feel like Pete was at this point way before all of us, but like we're at that point now where it's like, all right, this is the team now. Fuck this. We have to watch this. Like what Server would say, it's just like looking at that bakery that you fucking despise because they gave you that really soiled croissant that one time and they just still in business,
bro.
You know what it is, man. You know what it is. As I said, that's a bit specific. Yeah. That's a bit.
That's where I was imagining cafe.
Andrew knows because Andrew was on. We were watching it on Jimmy's channel, and Jimmy's my guy, 100 grand. But and we know Jimmy can go from 0 to 100 at any moment. And Jimmy was the whole time just cracking jokes, laughing. I'm like,
look at my boy Desassi, man.
Jimmy's not getting pissed off. How can I not get pissed off?
Your boy Desassi.
Desassi, man. You know, I'm actually happy about Desassi, man. He's actually cooking.
You gotta find happiness in other places.
Yeah.
So
you know what it is, man. Everyone here is realizing what it feels like to be in purgatory, bro. You know what I mean? It's you just, you know what I mean? There's no, it can't go up and it can't go down, bro. You just stuck.
Are we humble?
Isn't purgatory
as a fan base now? And now
you're not representing purgatory correct. Purgatory, you wait and then you eventually get to go to the good place. There's no guarantee.
You can go to the bad place too. You can go to the bad place too in purgatory.
No.
What? No. I guess the better analogy is we are in a rubber dinghy that's got a hole in it, and there are sharks surrounding us. That's what we are, right? There's no help coming.
Yes.
We're just waiting.
There's no guarantee we get out of this.
And then it's
all we have is a little plastic cup too. The same cup that Ahmed was using to drink before the match, and that's what we're using to do the water out.
Yep.
One at a time.
Only this, man. We only got this much, bro. You know what I mean? There we go.
You know? Yeah, it is. It's. I feel like this is part of me. I was like, you know what? Maybe this is what it feels like to be a Everton, or to be a bright,
Oh my god.
where you have no like
Clubs are fun because they
you
don't
have no hope
ability,
of
like
like
expectations.
you're just there for because
do you know
you're contractually obligated to play 38 games in the Prem.
Low key, KG.
Well,
I
you're
actually think a
watching
better
Wizards.
example. No, you know what? It's low key. I actually think we're like Borussia Dortmund right now, bro. Like, hear me out, right? In the sense that we have this once in a while, this diamond in the rough, like Dortmund has, that kind of comes into the team. You know, we start looking like we can start competing, but then we do the usual stuff, bro. You know, we don't do good transfers. We bring in, we have a weak side, we have known holes, pools, and it is what it is.
You know what though? Dortmund can hire. They can attract better managers.
That's true. That's the only difference. Yeah.
And that's my biggest fear.
And better young players.
Yeah, like my biggest fear is
Because they will pay them.
we need, in order for us to get out of this situation, like we need a manager that's going to drastically improve our players while also hiding their faults, which sounds crazy. So you need a top manager, but what top manager is going to be like, ooh, that project looks enticing, right?
No way.
They've got, I can do something with that.
I'm
squad.
sure. You know what the thing is too? I'm sure managers talk amongst each others too, and like they're probably not gonna have nice things to say about Blue Co. You talk to Graham Potter about Blue Co right now, he's gonna tell you everything. Potts, he'll tell you everything and more. And Maresca, he's gonna give you his book once he writes it. Like it's
that
like,
book's just, chapter 1 is gonna be fuck you. Chapter 2, F you again. Chapter
F
3,
off, yeah.
I told you so.
And he's probably, he was probably watching that PSG game, just chuckling to himself, like, that wouldn't have happened to me. Oh man.
Wait till if we're seniors.
Well, it didn't happen to him, did it? 3-0.
It didn't happen to him. Yeah, it did.
Wait till if Rosenior doesn't somehow stay in charge next year. Wait till Penders comes and folks see how he played with Penders at PSG, and we have Penders on the same line as our our non-ball playing center backs, and
it's going to be a catastrophe.
It is, like, don't get me wrong, like I'm okay with Penders coming in and having some kind of role next year, but I'm so over this hipster play out the back, find the free man, invite pressure. And it's not just a Rosenior thing, because it's happening way too much in world football of
true.
Everybody just wants, like, what happened to defenders that can defend? And what happened to goalkeepers that are just good at keeping goals and preventing other teams from scoring? I don't need my goalkeeper to play Trivellas. I don't need my goalkeeper
The thing is, do it when it makes sense. Don't do it when you have Chalobah and Fofana who can't play the ball out and have to pass back to you every single time.
They're the worst.
Brother, did you do your homework at all? Like, did you watch any Chelsea games before you took charge? Like,
KG, that's the thing that.
It's very clear that he
frustrates me the
didn't. It's
most.
very, very clear that he didn't watch us before he joined.
Like, you're gonna fuck around and you're gonna find out, and when you do, everyone.
If he watched if Liam Rosenior watched a single minute of us before he joined the club, then there would not have been any of this clean slate stuff where Tosin can come back in,
this is what
and where Jorgensen can somehow be the number one goalkeeper.
But remember, there's no, apparently the link between manager and the players doesn't really matter. So
that's one of the worst quotes that I've ever heard.
That's pretty bad.
Like,
a manager has no effect really.
From an organizational, like, just a Chelsea as a organization, as a business, to say that there's no direct link between, what would you say? What would you say a manager in football is? Like, the comparison, like, not a CEO, but like operations. Maybe like a COO, like the chief operating officer.
It's a strategist in an army to the front line. That's
so
right.
Saying that there's no link like that between who that person is. So the person that picks the lineups, the person that sets the tactics, the person that sets the game plan, your strategic mission of how you're going to play. There's no link between that and success.
Imagine like KG, right? Imagine KG, right?
Just punch that person right in the face.
Imagine you're if you're like Jose Mourinho and you read something like that, and you thought, so I had nothing to do with Chelsea's success.
You know, like, maybe that person was looking at Arne Slot's picture before he made that quote and said, you know what, like, in hindsight, maybe there is less of it. But every team, even when Leicester won, Claudio Ranieri is a top flight manager. Like Claudio Ranieri was a bad boy for us. We just didn't have the players for it. Claudio Ranieri did good things in Italy with Roma and throughout the history. Like Claudio Ranieri is a respected manager. Like they did. Not only did Leicester have world-class players that we didn't really know about, and Contes and Mahrez's and Jamie Vardy's and guys like that, but they also had a bad boy who was managing them, who got the most out of them. I'm like, what? Who says that about coach? About your head coach? About your manager?
About Arthur? No one.
Like,
Oh,
It's true.
Josh, where did this alpha gimmick come from? I just want to know personally.
Bro, because I got tired of looking at him after a while and all this bullshit. Like, bro, that when I watch Arthur, it was learning about life and being nice. Like, this guy's learning about who can I trust, who can I not trust, friendship, backing the lads, you know, the discipline issues. It feels like an episode of Arthur each time, bro.
It's fucking Power Rangers on steroids. That's what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
but we're the bad guy that blows up at the end every time.
The problem I have with the attitude that managers don't matter is like,
it's silly.
You can sell me on managers being less important when your team is of a certain level of quality and depth, where you kind of just put some experience and quality out there and they can handle business.
Chelsea like won the UCL the
like
first
us
time.
After Jose left, essentially.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you get the squad to that level of quality, consistency, experience, and leadership, you could sell me on the manager's not super important. But when half of this job is developing players so we can ultimately sell them on for profit to sustain this model, the person in charge of that is vitally important. Development isn't linear in football, as we all know. We've been watching for long enough, right? And there's no guarantee that development can occur, period, when you're trying to balance developing with achieving success on the field in the short term.
You know what the crazy part about that, Peter, is that we are literally, Chelsea was literally the model about you can change managers, and even though we were getting world-class managers, but sometimes we weren't getting world-class managers, but you can change things at the top when you have a stable, when you have a group of players that have proven that they are very good players, top flight players, right? We had we had captains of countries all at one point. We had Drogba, Ballack, Deco was every once in a while for Portugal, like John Terry for a little bit for England before he started, trying to do stadium tours with Chelsea and cheating on fucking Wayne Bridges' wife and all these other things. Like if you've got bad boy players and you've got world-class players at various positions, then maybe the guy at the top isn't as much. But you know what? Sometimes it's fine margins in football. Sometimes that top flight manager might make a tweak here, or they might be able to get 5% more out of a Lampard or out of a Deco or those kind of guys, and be the difference between finishing second or winning the title over United or Liverpool or whoever. But I don't know. I'm going to say that to my job the next time I go in. I'm going to say, there's no direct correlation between managers and the success of our organization. And I'm going to see what they say. Maybe they say, you know what? You're not fit for management anymore.
What's the point then in hiring a manager?
Why not? Let's go back to player managers, Andrew.
One other player every week.
I'll do you one better though. Like the only sacking this ownership have ever made was Graham Potter or Thomas Tuchel and Graham Potter. Why didn't you sack Graham Potter then? Did it have nothing to do with the fact we were 12th or what? Like,
we're probably still paying Graham Potter.
Why don't you keep Frank on then if it wasn't that important? Why just keep Frank on? Let's keep him on. It's not important. This is the whole thing. That, a director saying that. Imagine these people are supposed to be good investors and manage money. I struggle to think, well, how? The way it's like.
Why did we have to take Rossini away from Strasbourg? Why couldn't Joe Shields have just promoted one of his kinetic nepo babies?
Yeah. Well, not only that, but Oliver, but also we did the same thing with the center backs in the January window. We took Anselmino out of a good position to where he was when he was healthy. He was playing for Dortmund, who at the time were in the Champions League. fighting for top 4 in Germany, getting good experience. We took him out of a good spot. We took Sar, who was playing week in, week out.
That's going well, by the way.
And then we bring him here. We don't even play him. So I'm like, what are we like? We're completely and utterly the definition of like how you don't do things with an organization. And
we did the same thing last season, didn't we? We brought someone back from alone and never used them or something.
Back.
We did the same thing with Guy. Remember this early in the season?
Yeah, we did that with Guy. Who was that other Martise guy from last season?
Matisse Amugu.
Yeah, we picked him up in January. Never really got him alone. Amiga, whatever.
So remember with Amugu, the thing with him was that we were like, he's gonna come
like
back
20 minutes.
We brought him basically in January because like we had no choice because otherwise I think it was like another club that was trying to get him, and then we're like, you just gonna hold bench for the.
But you know what?
Does he even play for Strasbourg? Does he even play for Strasbourg, by the way? Because the narrative they peddled was that we had to get him for Strasbourg.
I can't lie. This season they've been struggling in the midfield, bro. I know they've got obviously. Whoa! Other than that,
brilliant.
No one else.
Yeah, like you don't have to. You can miss out on some of these 10 to 15 to 20 million pound players, right? Not all of them are going to turn into 40 million pound players. Some of them are going to get worse. Some of them are going to stay around the same valuation. But it's just like at some point, man, like instead of buying 5 kids that are valued at 20 million each, why not buy the 60 million pound proven midfielder that's 25 years old that can step in and do a job, and you don't have to worry about development. Like Peter was saying, how development isn't linear, but also
the problem is when they do that, it's Pedro Neto.
Yeah, that was the only good thing to come out of the Maresca leaving was that Maresca hired Jorge Mendes, and then we ruined that. Hopefully, we ruined that relationship with Jorge Mendes, so he can't screw us over anymore with driving players in certain places.
By the way, Werner and Ziyech. I'm sorry.
Yeah, better than those guys.
I will never apologize. I don't care, man. I'm not going to apologize.
I said this.
Listen,
Thank you, sir.
We just think about how
Marshall finally won on Hakim Ziyech.
Fuck the wizard. Fuck that wizard.
After watching Garnacho and Delap, I am sorry.
Think of how bad the Pedro Neto.
Instead of that, I would rather have.
I'll send this clip to Chris.
I'd rather have the fattest version of Gonzalo Higuain ever than
He said the double Whopper Junior version of fucking
Higuain.
Higuain.
I tell you what, this guy is something else. That shot with balloon.
Or it just goes wide. Doesn't even get it on target.
Like, give me Inter Miami Higuain when you look like the Big Show.
That reminded me.
Oh, and this even fat Higuain is putting that shot on target. Like
that shot
it might be
me.
different. The question might be: is Higuain's fat ass getting in that position?
But that shot
he's
reminded
definitely
me.
Yeah.
That shot reminded me is when you play football with your mates, and one of the mates is not really good at football, and just swings the leg and toe punts it. Do you know what I mean? And it goes over like that. That was, I'm old. I'm an older Chelsea fan, so I predate Roman, right? I can't think of a worse striker to ever play for the club.
No, give me Toriande Flo. He's not even. He can't even sniff any like Jimmy.
I'd rather have. I tell you what. I'd rather have Khalid Belarus up front than this guy. The guy.
He's about number 9. Oh my god.
Give me coked out Mutu. Franco
Give me Juan
Franco De Santo. Give me Franco De Santo. I'd rather give me Franco De Santo, bro. A washed up Pato. Give me a washed up Pato.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give me old man Eto.
Old man Eto.
I'll actually look back at that season. He actually had like his goal return on paper was pretty good. Like we would kill for it now as a backup striker. Nine goals in 20.
I'm looking at Higuain's half season at Chelsea right now.
It's better.
He scored 5 goals in 1,100 minutes.
Yeah.
Delap can only dream of that.
Now I'm gonna pull up Delap's goal.
We had Falcao too. Didn't we have Falcao?
Another criminal.
Yes.
Falcao.
Oh my god, we would die for washed up.
You know what, man?
Right now.
I just need Loic for me in the squad, man. You know, he used to give me
Yeah,
real
give me Loic.
Yeah, take him, take him.
Do you know what I mean? That's a real Frenchman. That's a real Frenchman, man.
Tammy Abraham, bro. Tammy Abraham.
Tammy Abraham, listen, I would take Tammy Abraham back, bro. I can't even lie to you.
Oh, yo, in a heartbeat. That's not
Yeah.
even a question.
I can't even be that upset about that.
In a heartbeat. Yo, we are absolutely.
You know who I would take, guys? Yeah, he's a former academy version, player of ours, yeah. But you know Patrick Bamford when he was like prime.
Yeah. But Ahmed, Patrick Bamford had like 2 years at Leeds with Bielsa where he was like he scored a decent amount of goals.
He scored 19 goals in one of the seasons.
He was slow, but
the season they got
I want
promoted.
to say he has like.
He was better than Delap was at Ipswich, let alone at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I
forgot all about Patrick Bamford. Yeah, Chelsea Cobham kid. Yeah, good.
I was thinking this the other night, and you guys could.
Liam Delap.
Yeah.
Fucking sloth from Goonies with a hairpiece. I mean, this guy. This guy.
You know who? You know another guy that I would take right now? Jeremy Boga. Chelsea Academy player.
Oh, that's a name.
Another Chelsea Academy that's in the UV right now.
You know what he should be called also? He should be called Botch Lesnar, man. That's what he should be called. And he just, that first one,
listen,
shoulders into the spine.
Listen, WWE people, have you guys seen the video?
He can't hold up a ball. Do you know what I mean? If we were to super glue the ball to his foot, he would trip over it and his foot would leave the boot. That's how bad.
No, listen, my WWE people here, man. Like,
it's only 30 million. I could have spent on fucking Turkey was 25 for fuck's sake million. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
He was 15 at one point.
We only look for like good value.
No, listen, guys. I don't know if
I tell you, utter bollocks. I tell you right now, honestly. They should be.
Callum Wilson.
They're not fit.
What are you saying, Oliver? What are you saying, Oliver?
That fit and proper persons test when the owners took over. They shouldn't be able to pass it. They can't run a football club properly. And you know what made it worse?
Yeah, Hendrick scored a bad boy goal.
I couldn't even to Spurs, Marshall, this week. We lost by the same scoreline.
Yeah.
We lost to the same scoreline.
He said you would actually take the actual Brock Lesnar over. Yeah, and I hear you.
Yo, I would take.
Let me step in. Let me step in because if you guys have seen, there's a video of Brock Lesnar playing football with like Cesaro in Saudi Arabia.
I remember.
Bro, it looks like Liam Delap. His ball control is actually just like.
You know what, man?
There's the video. Do you know the video, Ahmed?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. It was before WrestleMania. Yeah.
No, it wasn't WrestleMania. It was in Saudi Arabia. It was him and like Cesaro and some other guy. They played football, and oh my god, that first touch!
You guys think Delap will be here next year?
I think so.
Probably. Yeah.
No. I think he. To be fair, I think he might go to Strasbourg because we're getting Omega.
No, because I actually think Omega's gonna be sent back to Strasbourg because he's barely played the season. He's been completely injured, and I don't.
When I see that, yeah,
they do, and again, the easy
fiasco with him leaving and everything.
Can I give you an easy example?
Shields ever eaten humble pie?
Marshall, can I give you an easy example? Mamadou Sarr, easy peasy. Look what they did to Mamadou. They brought Mamadou Sarr, and then they sent him back again for a season, bro. On loan. They brought it back obviously in January because we were down centre backs, but that's probably what's gonna happen.
Maybe they buy another club.
But he wasn't at Strasbourg to begin with. He went to Strasbourg.
He went there that first season, came back
Amigo
for
is
the Club
coming
World Cup, and then
from
left
Strasbourg.
again.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm talking about because we brought Sarr got brought by Strasbourg. Remember, he had a whole season
Jackson
there.
has a better chance.
He had a whole season.
You guys see Jackson got a red card today, so that Chelsea.
You know what?
Still
You know what? He actually, he's a criminal.
Challenge.
You know what? He's genuinely a criminal because he did that to my Rennes legend. That's a Rennes legend, Martin Terry. If you know football, what a legend. He did that to him. What a fucking fraud, man.
I just want to say about Nicholas Jackson, like,
you know,
with this loan, with this loan that Nicholas Jackson's having, I don't want to hear anyone say about like understudy again, because this guy spent 7 months training with Harry Kane and he still can't shoot and he still gets red cards. He's better than Delap, but is that really saying much?
Is this me being a nostalgia merchant? And then I gotta wrap it up, boys. But is this me being a nostalgia merchant? I was thinking the other day, if Alex came back to football, prime Alex, right, Chelsea Alex, and played in this team, Brazilian Alex, would he be the starter? He would be the best defender.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I'm pretty sure that Alex would start for Chelsea and be our best defender.
Fucking David Luiz.
David Luiz
would look like John Terry in this defense.
Yo, David Luiz playing up the back.
What are you talking about here? Fucking
current David Luiz at Paphos would. Yeah.
It's bad, man.
Fucking Bentel Haim would look good. What are we doing
Let's
here?
not get crazy, Andrew. Let's not.
I feel like these defenders.
Yo, the
Bring current Desai. Current Desai.
Everyone's going. I tell you what needs to look at. Everyone's going about Chalobah and Reece James for the goal. You watch the final with his jogging and Anthony Gordon runs.
Yo, he was.
I tell you what, because he fucking.
He's the most unserious player I've ever seen in this football club.
He fucking.
He wasn't serious.
He
practicing bicycle kicks during the game.
He was. Oh,
Did you guys see? Did you guys see when he chested the ball to Caicedo under pressure and he forced him to make a slide tackle?
No. What about when he picked up the yellow when the ball came over the top and he chested it and his
took a stupid touch. I was screaming at him, head the ball out, take no risks. What are you doing?
Don't get me wrong, like on the replay, it didn't even look like a foul, but at the same time, it's like you put yourself in that situation.
Oh no, he very slightly caught him, but regardless, it was very slight, but still got him.
He's gonna go down. Yeah,
ridiculous, man.
Oh.
I mean,
now that one with Caicedo, because I know Caicedo got booked for that, and that's not. It wasn't a yellow card. He won the ball when it's this referee, and the Caicedo gets yet again. Why are you putting him under pressure like that? You chested the ball to him when he's getting pressed.
Yeah, and I think he's 1 away from a double from serving 2 games.
You know what? It feels
he's on 9 yellow cards this season, Caicedo.
Yeah, he's on 9 yellows. Yeah, 1 more yellow. He's suspended for 2 games.
Good.
You know what it feels like?
Play him. Get the second. I want him out for 2 games.
Yep.
I want him out so we don't qualify. I want him out.
Yeah, I can't even.
I don't care.
It's not like last time.
Yeah, and so we can see more of Romeo Lavia, who everyone said would improve the way we progress the ball. What happened, bro?
I'm looking at these Chelsea games now, and because of the rest of the fixtures that we have, I don't have high hopes. It's like looking at a Jackson Pollock, and then every time you look at it closer and closer,
that's what it is.
You're looking at a Jackson Pollock's, and every time you look at it, it's like, oh, here's another detail, but it's all still a mess. So it's just, it's crazy, man. I actually rather be in an art museum than watching these Chelsea games. I'm not even gonna front. There'll be more fascinating and interesting things in there than these, because the analysis is all the same now at this point. It's getting repetitive. And
look at the saucy man, great.
This guy. And PSG, when PSG happens, I mean, I'm contemplating even doing a stream, but for the sake of the people who want to watch my reaction and you guys as well, I'm still going to do a stream. But we'll see. Tomorrow, tomorrow will be, obviously City's still playing. Tomorrow will be Casually Chelsea show. We're going to be talking about all those stupid, silly things that have came out. We're going to be exposing Matisse Armani, JK. What is what it is. We'll be talking about all that. It'll be a fascinating
Arsenal about to
conversation
win the title
tomorrow.
tonight.
Yeah, and we're probably going to have to talk about this title race. We'll see. But, yeah. Ladies and gents, that's the show. I got to wrap it up because I'm going to go do work things because it's more fun than talking about Chelsea at this point. You guys get it. I know the panel understands. Money. Making my money right now is more important.
Can I get some discount for the beers in the UK? Is that possible? Have you got some discount?
Next time I'm there, and I got you. All right. We got to bring back the ambassador of the blue envelopes back to the bridge, and we'll see if we can get the results back underway. You know what? I'm gonna reapply for my position as head coach, and then we'll see how it goes, ladies.
We're not that desperate.
We'll see in due time. We're gonna Marshall, the Conference League legend. All right, the Conference League, the manager that took us to the Conference League. All right, ladies and gents, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna rate out to Saeed TV. So if you're watching on desktop or if you're watching on mobile, just copy paste the raid message. Let everyone know where you are coming from. We'll be back, like I said, again tomorrow for a Casually Chelsea show. We'll talk about all the stuff that's been happening that I need to catch up on. There's a lot, but we'll touch on key things, and obviously international breaks coming up as well. We'll catch up on international break as well. But yeah, copy paste the red message. Let Saeed TV know where you're coming from. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Arthur out. Just get it all out, man. Be sure to like the video if you haven't done so already. Helps out the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're new here. Always making content here, even during international break. Big up to the new members that we had today.
I can't wait for international break. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean neither.
I just can't wait for it.
Me neither, man. And then obviously memberships, 4 different tiers starting at 99p. And if you are a proper casual and higher tier member, we give you guys shout outs at the end of every show. And that's going to be Lamri Sadiq, A. Solomon, EE, Adrian. Big up to you guys. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. That's it. Ladies and gents, big up to every single one of you. Try not to let Chelsea ruin your weekend. Stay casual, all the fun stuff. Eat your vitamins and yeah, enjoy. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.